Good morning, everyone. I'm Shreya, student co-convener of Center for Legal Aid Program, NUSRL Ranchi. I'll be your host for this session. On behalf of CLAP and Pro Bono India, I welcome the resource person, Dr. Navtika Singh Nautiyal, members of the organizing committee, Dr. Kalpesh Kumar L. Gupta, founder of Pro Bono India, Dr. Kaushik Bagchi and Dr. Shweta Mohan, faculty conveners of CLAP, student coordinators, and all the participants to the short-term course on legal aid and allied laws. The last session was an enlightening one with Mr. Akash Gupta, who gave his insights on arbitration and mediation. For this session, we have with us Dr. Navtika Singh Nautiyal. Dr. Navtika Singh Nautiyal, presently working as an assistant professor in School of Law, Forensic Justice and Policy Studies at National Forensic Sciences University, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. She has 9 years of teaching and research experience. She has completed her philosophy of doctorate in inter-country adoption laws from Uttaranchal University, Dehradun, and LLM from Indian Law Institute, New Delhi. Dr. Nautiyal has edited a book on e-waste management challenges and opportunity, which is published by Thomson Reuters Publishing House. She has published more than 29 articles and research papers, along with 60 research papers presented in both national and international events. She has delivered many keynote addresses on contemporary issues of law, management, research, and personality development and professional skills. She is currently serving as the member of 21 prestigious editorial board members and reviewers in different national and international journals. We welcome you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much, dear Shreya. First of all, a good morning, from Gandhinagar, Gujarat. As Kalpesh sir rightly said that it's raining here. So if by chance network will go, please bear with me for 2-3 minutes. So that disclaimer, let me give it from the very beginning. My congratulations to Center for Legal Aid Program, Pro Bono India, Nusral for organizing this fourth edition of short-term course on legal aid and allied laws. Friends, let me take this, freedom to call all of you my friends. This particular topic which has been given to me is unique in itself. And before beginning with my topic, let me apologize to each one of you for not making it last Sunday. My throat was very bad, and I was, little problem even still is there with my, throat. So please bear with me, and thank you to Kalpesh sir for, rescheduling this on this, very much Sunday morning after Akash session. I know Akash has taken a wonderful session on mediation. I could have joined in last 10 minutes and hear from him. He is a wonderful, orator, and he had a, amazing knowledge on arbitration and mediation. So after that second session, in Sunday morning, I know it's very difficult. Some of you must be even wondering having two sessions on Sunday morning. But friends, I can tell you when it has been said in Three Idiots that जहाँ से ज्ञान बट रहा है ना ले लो. When Kalpesh sir has came up with this idea, I could remember that line only, that he can only have so many people all together on one platform, and can organize an event where so many thoughtful people can come together and can deliver. And I know Sunday morning even asking a speaker also to come is very difficult, but he can do that. And I'm sure this time he got Kaushik sir in his team, Shweta ma'am in his team. So the wonderful idea coming together is my all the heartfelt congratulations to him. Let me now come back to my topic, friends. Role of technology in access to justice. uh, Access to justice, whenever this particular line comes to our mind, what is the first thought comes to you all? in my presentation, friends, I have some of the exercises also. I have, because this is not a webinar where I'll come, I'll give a lecture and I'll go back. This is a course where your active participation is required. And I request, I urge that all of you please answer the questions in the chat box wherever, I am requesting and asking for the same. Because uh, I know in online world it's always one way communication. Some of you even must not be listening, but some of you must be listening so thoroughly and so passionately because you want to learn. So my talk is for those people who are here to learn. So whenever I'm requesting and asking question, I expect the response too. Expectations zaruri nahi hai puri ho, but I expect. So friends, when we are coming to access to justice, uh, it is very much there in constitution. When we are looking at constitution on the very much constitution day, that what constitution gives, what are fundamental rights, what are fundamental duties, what are directive principles of state policies, they all are in direct and indirect manner talks about access to justice, irrespective of Article 12, Article 14, 19, 21, 21A, 39A, all those articles. Friends, why they are there? They are there to give us access to justice, gives that sense of security that you all being in India or being Indians can have a security, a social security of access to justice. Nobody can take our rights. Nobody can violate our rights. If that person is violating, you have all the rights to go to access to justice. Article 32 will make it sure, make it so much competent in itself that you will have all the constitutional remedies. So first of all of you, my hearty congratulations on constitutional day, that we all are here sitting together and talking about access to justice on constitutional day. So friends, access to justice, it says that justice would be there, but whether you have access to that particular justice or not, my topic is of twofold. Role of technology. We have seen, the technology being grooming, from 2000, when 1996 internet has came into picture. From 2000, at least 2009 and 10, we have seen a gross development in technology. Post COVID and during the COVID, we have seen even court is coming home. We are sitting in front of our laptop, our smartphones, and we are arguing before a court. That is role of technology in access to justice. So with this basic introduction, let me take you all to the presentation which I have prepared, where we all will be talking about access to justice and role of technology. friends Friends, this particular topic is so much near to me because I am from a university where we are, using all the forensics tools and techniques. We are also having a responsibility being in National Forensic Sciences University, that the gap between the, implementation of law and justice, we have to make a bridge through forensic to give that sense of responsibility and understanding of access to justice. uh now the question comes to be to all of us, that can we use technology in access to justice? There were sincere doubts, there were dilemmas, there were questions before each individual, that what if it will be misused, what if it will be not used in the manner, in the sense where it's supposed to. So this question comes, that what if we'll put everything online? Don't you think so the idea of access to justice will be ruined? My friends, we are in an age of right to forgotten, where we all are talking that, let's forget the sin of a person, because uh, after his punishment, after his conviction, that person is free. But if you will see, we have judgments in, available online from at least I can sense from 18th century. We have all the judgments online, irrespective of national judgments and international judgments I'm talking about. All the cases which are available, the parties names are available. Then in the world, because it is so much available, we are talking about right to forgotten. So technology and access to justice, because justice is nobody's property. It can be for a, it can be available for ex-convicts. So the question comes, if yes, then how? If no, then how, and what could be the tools? You all must be knowing the application which has been launched by Supreme Court, Just Is. It's the, justice ka, the first part they have taken just, and they have given the capital I and S. Just Is. That application provides us all the, all the questions which we have, irrespective of cause list, irrespective of status of the case, judgments in, in daily practices, whatever happening in a case. So that particular, availability, access is with us. So the question which I'm asking to you all, can we use technology in access to justice? uh my answer is yes, but the second, aspect also comes into picture. The aspect is, where is the protection? There are misuse, of things available online, deep fakes. You all must be following that news, how when, there are questions coming about deep fake. So use and misuse or excess use, these are the questions which are in front of us, because use does not have a limit. We have to decide the limit of the use, then the tools and techniques of the use. So these are fundamental questions which are there, friends. Now, with this, I have first quick exercise for you all, how to use technology. I am talking about this exercise in next 10 to 20 seconds. You all can write in chat box that how to use technology, because technology is not something like, alien to all of us. Okay, Advocate Kabir is saying e-courts, yes. Manupatra, online services, yes, we are using. Rightly answered. What else? It's, see, e-courts, legal research, yes, we are using Rehmat Raza. Else, just apply legal advice online, yes. Think about it, the clients are not coming to you, you are going to the client online. Yeah, I'm sitting at my home, you are sitting at your home. There is no transport cost, and we are giving advice, paycheck is coming to you, even you are receiving money online. So that kind of advancement we are talking about. I'll take this chat GPT for research. Okay, I don't agree with this chat GPT for legal research. Yes, people are using AI tools and techniques. Yes, AI tools and techniques are there. Uh, how much to use? Again, the usage is important. COVID-19 takes us to online mode. Yes, all the challan codes, all the consumer codes are online. Not only filing the cases online, not only filing the cases online, but having all the proceedings online. That much we are using it. Uh, for challan codes now, no need to go to court. Yes, telelaw services for legal aid. We have Nyaya Bandhu schemes. I'll come to that. That is there in my presentation. So thank you so much for all your responses. Friends, technology is being used in access to justice on every aspect, every stage of access to justice. Irrespective of filing a complaint, we call it zero FIR online. and also putting up your arguments online before the courts, and getting a copy of judgment, soft copy of judgment online. Every, the complete circle of access to justice is now available, online. So that is a beauty of technology, that we are using different tools and techniques, different aspects, different applications, and we are getting the access to justice. Uh, Technology and legal education. First we have to see that if we are, having all the facilities, if we'll be educating the people that yes, the technology is now available. That kind of legal education does not mean that the college education I'm talking about. Legal education, I'm talking about the community education to the people. So legal education, that I'm talking about, like the jago grahak jago, that consumer protection, scenario which we have, that kind of education I'm talking about. Ensuring that the legal services provided, for the technology does not disfranchise the client community from access to justice. Now there are platform, friends, where you'll write, there will be chat boots, you'll be writing your question and the chat boot will be responding to your question. uh, there are advocates which are putting up that argument that those chatbots and those services are taking our jobs away. Is it the scenario that technology is taking people's job, or advocates, advocates can be replaced by technology? I'll come back to this question. But what technology is giving? First, it is giving more efficient knowledge. uh, One particular chatbot can respond to thousands of people, but one advocate, if will start giving a real time, real time advices, he or she has a competency to respond. So that first is efficiency. The second one is accessibility. Technology is 24 by 7 by 365, uh, it does not get tired. It does not have a, limitation. It may have a limitation of power, it may have a limitation of internet, it may have limitation of information, but accessibility is not a problem. The third one is time and energy saving. Yes, you feed particular question and answer to the, to the chatbot. The chatbot will start answering those questions in the same manner. So it will save the time and it will save the energy also. That is why when somebody was talking about chat gpt, I just, put up a question mark, because the information which has been available is not having an authentic information, is also required to double cross, or cross check, more accurate. Because uh, you know uh, the advocates are giving feeding information when it is about the legal education. The people who are aware, they are feeding information. So the information with chatbot, or which, the the website or the platforms are giving, they are more accurate, because the people who have knowledge, they are feeding those question answer or those information. For instance, it's not Wikipedia page that anybody can come and edit and go. It's that, so there are certain, responsible people behind the information. For instance, lawseco.com. When you are having a course from lawseco, and I'm not advertising, I'm just giving an example. When you are, having a question from that particular platform, you are getting accurate answer, because there are legal educator behind that particular, course or question answer. Reach to maximum people. Yes, when we are using technology, we don't need to repeat it again and again. There are software, there are, uh, there are reasons, there are logics, there are, system softwares which are repeating it to the maximum people. For instance, when there is an advertisement on Google page, it is reaching to maximum people, it need not to repeat again and again. But for example, if I will be announcing and I will be going to thousands of people, I will be taking time. But that particular reach through Google ad or through, the information, it may reach to the maximum people. So that is the need. For instance, if I am playing an advertisement of Jago Grahak Jago, I it will be used to different people. It will be going to different people who are listening to that radio channel and to that FM radio. So that is the reach which it can reach. It can be for maximum people. So that is the technology and legal education. Friends, when I am, I asked that question that how we can have that. These are some of the, access to justice, not applications, but, tools where we use it. Electronic filing. Now you need to go to the court and file your case, in physical copies. We are saving even papers, my friends. We are saving even the time because of electronic filing. We are also minimizing the human labor. So what it is a standardized court filing process, that you need to file all these documents. You also got the information that I need to file A to Z these documents. Then immediate access from any location. When you are filing it, if you want to know the status of it, you can get it from any location. You need not to go to a certain place to ask for it. The next one is public access kiosk. This is coming. Okay, this is not in every court, in every library, but this is coming. You all must be knowing that there are library kiosks. What is the library kiosk? Where you will be putting up the key or the ID password after getting from electronic filing, and you can get the status of your case from anywhere, from that public access kiosk. So it is ideal at the area where population density is there, where people are not having so much transportation available to go to the high court or district court from each corner of their district. So it can be used. It can be placed to the convenient locations like court community centers, the libraries and supermarkets. They are, they can be put up there. They'll only provide the information. You will not be able to file any document. You will not be able to submit anything through public access kiosk. You'll only get the information. What is the problem? It has a cost which is so important, that who will pay. For example, a client wants to know his particular status of case. He has to pay a certain cost of that kiosk. But don't you think so that it is unjust that to know his or her status of the case, that party only have to pay, you know to know about what has happened in my case today? So that is little problematic, that it is giving a kind of economic burden to the client or to the people, because everybody may not be able to afford it. So that is there. The next one is internet self-help sites, which I just spoke to you. I've given the example that they are providing free access to legal information. We have recently seen that one particular internet self-help site has opened their university online. uh, I am not saying that the degree is valid in any Indian, like in any Indian university, but there is a problem. What is the problem? The problem is now the information is available to even the clients, and that half knowledge, because they may not be studying IPC, CRPC, evidence law, and the sister concerned laws in one sync like we are having that knowledge. They may study, four sections of IPC, and now they are asking all the relevant and irrelevant questions to advocate. So that is also a problem. that access to legal information. Like the same wise, when we say that if I'm having a headache and I'm googling it, that I'm having headache, and Google is saying it can be a brain tumor. It's like the same, because I'm not asking the right cause to the right person who's having medical qualifications. So that is problem with internet self-help sites. Yes, it is a great assistance tool for secondary providers. You can get the knowledge, the clients may get the knowledge that okay, people will not make them fool also. Even you can brush up your knowledge and can get to know the most advanced things, coming in any case, or coming in any judgment, or coming in the legal field. It encompasses the largest audience and use traffic. Yes, it can reach to the maximum people. That is also a USP of internet self-help sites, where they can reach to the maximum audience and can uses the traffic. But problem also we have discussed with the internet self-help sites. Now, friends, what is the role of this technology and access to justice? Uh, YouTube live of court proceedings of High Court is also a problem, ma'am. Yes, we'll come to this particular problem. How we can use the technology and access to justice? We can file an FIR online, case online, status we can check. Even the robo lawyer concept has come, my friend. But there are challenges. We'll come to this robo lawyer also. Online hearing, as the ma'am or sir who has just messaged, talk about the online hearings. There are certain challenges. We'll come to those challenges. Now, the judgments are online. Every judgment, even in Delhi, the district court's judgments are available online. It is a beauty. Okay, only not only the Supreme Court and High Court judgments are available for people, or available for advocates, or for legal academicians. It, even the district judgment, because session court's judgment we have to follow to get to know that okay, what has happened in the district court, so that we can see the development from High Court and Supreme Court. So judgments are also available online. These are two, dashboards.god.government.in. These are the e-courts projects. I don't know whether you are following this or not. My friends, e-courts project, in the first phase, it is complete. Department of Justice has gone to the second phase of e-courts. Okay. In the first phase, they have, started with the challan and the consumer. Now they have come back to the family law, to all the small acts. Now that is there in the second phase. Then tele law, yes, somebody also has mentioned about Nayabandhu scheme. We'll discuss about tele law too. This is the second exercise, friends. What are the Indian machineries who are using technology as a means for justice? I'm again repeating the question. It says, what are the Indian machineries who are using technology as a means for justice? Please write in your chat box. Excuse me. There are certain Indian machineries who are using technology as a means for justice, and they are using it for the ultimate justice, so that people will not be, people will not be stay out or away from the means of justice. Can you name certain machineries? Some of them I have given in my previous slide too. 10 seconds for that, if you want to answer. I'm sure you'll answer. However, I'll discuss some of them with you. For instance, the dashboard of Challan Court is available. The dashboard of Consumer Court is available. Now the dashboard for Family Law is also available. The third one is the scheme of tele law, where you can take telephonic advices from an advocate. You need not to even have a video call, because we agree that everybody may not have smartphone, but everybody may have a phone, so they can dial the number and they can get the telephonic advices. Next one we have the chat booths. Next one we have, the YouTube live things. So these are the, technological tools which we are giving as a means for access of justice. Some of you have mentioned about it, and let me tell you, this is what Nyay Bandhu scheme is all about. 5,331 advocates been directly registered from 24 bar, state bar councils. There are 69 now. It has changed. Because last week I have made this. There are 21 high courts constituted the pro bono panels. You know, Even the pro bono panels will give the advice, telephonic advice, video call advice. Even they go to the villages and ask people's problem and connect it with the people. Imagine, you know that much access to justice has gone to the grassroots, that now the court will come home. You need not to go to court. And where we are so scared about court, that कुछ भी करना, बट कोर्ट कचहरी से दूर रहना. I'm really sorry to use this in Hindi, but do whatever you wish to, but stay out of court and police, because that kind of that kind of fear and phobia is there in common man's mind. But now that to strike that dilemma and fear and phobia, court has gone to people's life, people's level, that yes, we can come to you. If you are not coming to us, we can come to you. So this Nyay Bandhu scheme, how this has functioned, you can download an application on your Android, iOS, or Umang, even from Umang. You can have a Nyay Bandhu pro bono panels from High Court or pro bono club scheme at law school. So this works in three different parameters. How pro bono, sorry, Nyay Bandhu app, mobile application work? It connects the applicant and lawyer. Now this lawyer is also not charging money from the applicant. This lawyer is also not charging money from the Department of Justice. He or she is working pro bono. That okay, you give us cases, because at least in India, the sense of social security everybody has, that I have to do something for society. Then even the law colleges, through their pro bono associate, connected to pro bono lawyers. So that kind of even training pro bono associates get out of this particular Nyay Bandhu scheme. So this is very interesting, my friends. And if your law school yet not been registered on this, please get it registered. Take help of Kalpesh sir or mine or whosoever is connected with it. But you should get it connected, because ultimately access to justice is our motto. Every law school, every lawyer, every law student, every judge, whosoever is working for access to justice, that you know it shall come to the marginalized people. Whosoever is the last in the line shall get the justice. Otherwise, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of complete justice system? Nothing. Zero. You just think in that sense, that why are we working, why we are having this topic today, so that the people who can't get justice, they shall get the justice. They shall have the awareness that okay, this is not a government scheme. Let me also make it very clear, because when it is coming to the government scheme, we thought that okay, free means zero. Kuch hota nahi hai free. It is not free. That scheme, there is a 50 rupees application fees you have to pay, but that application fees is also waived for women, for below poverty line people, for children. So it's also there. So we have to understand the use of this particular Nyay Bandhu scheme. It is bandhu means friend. So that is my take on this particular technological advancement from Department of Justice, and this is working so good. There are more than 55,000 people who yet get benefited out of this particular, Nyaya Bandhu scheme. So 55,000 is not a very small number, my friends. And this is just 2-year old scheme. It is not also, very old scheme. This is just 2 years old scheme. Now, what they do, they create this ecosystem. They leverage the technology. Through technology, they have created a panel of high court advocates. They have had uh, they have fostered the alliance between startups, law firms, legal service authorities, and they have also taken up, because we were left, the law school's been left. We just had a legal aid, a legal assistance clinic, and we just give a, assistance to the people. We This was our only job, that okay, go to the village, have a legal assistance camp, give certain legal advices and come back. That was only the say. But now through this pro bono, Nyaya Bandhu, pro bono club and Nyaya Bandhu scheme, even the law schools are actively taking cases, and now they are registering those cases to Nyaya Bandhu scheme. So that is also a, unique take of technology, where we have, we are using this particular ecosystem, and we are using technology for the benefit of last men in the line. Uh, there was a huge, hue and cry that okay, Supreme Court has started the live streaming for the first time. There were, benefits out of it. We could have heard that how the big shot lawyers are giving advices, how Supreme Court, is functioning, how judges are asking questions. But there were problems. What were the problems? Have you ever thought that what was the problems behind the Supreme Court live streaming? Can anybody answer me this? Have you thought about this? That okay, YouTube pe live streaming is coming, but is it right? Is it right? We have seen in that movie Nayak, if I'm not wrong, where he has the open, open court system, where he is, there are people asking questions, and if I'm not wrong, that was there. But what were the challenges? What were the questions? Open hearing, yes, yes, Dr. Vikram, rightly. What are the problems in open hearing? Have you ever thought privacy concerns? Yes, privacy concerns are there. But what are the other challenges? Mockery, yes. People have taken, screenshots of quote, and created memes. Just thought about it. The highest court of the country is now part of a mockery of a fun. That what kind of questions are coming. Think that there are four walls of a room, and discussion, debates, deliberation, arguments, point of view been discussed. About what? About people, my friends. We are not discussing anything which is so, so much we can discuss openly. To come to a conclusion, there may be arguments coming. Yes, judges scolding the people, and that should not come like this in the, to the public. There has to be a secrecy. That secrecy has to be maintained. Think about the kind of pressure the people must be having. It's not a live cricket match where we are just watching and enjoying. There are debates, there are deliberations about people's life, about people's privacy, about people's concern. How can we do this? But, 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 yes, there are appreciation also. There are, yes, transparency in justice, access to justice. That whatever is going on in Supreme Court, every other individual who does not even have basic knowledge of law got the right to criticize. got a right to know, got a right of transparency. So, how to make a balance? How to make a balance? Balance become a question. Still, we are looking for the balance. That what shall we do live streaming and what shall we not do the live streaming? Whether to do live streaming or not. Some of the questions, okay, I think not today, but tomorrow we will be able to, sort it out. The next comes as robo advocates think that a person who does not have emotions, a machine. I am sure Transformers, part one, part two, part three, you all must have seen, where we have seen that when machine is coming to take revenge, what will happen? Think when robot will come to the court with 100% knowledge. Balance should be essential. Yes, Dr. Vikram, balance should be essential. But how to make that balance? The question comes like this, that how to make a balance? Do we know that how to make a balance? That question is very much pertinent. If a robo advocate is there and a human advocate is there, think that that person will not do even a single mistake because it has certain application, it is a machine, it knows the functionality, but a human full of human errors, emotional, psychological, lives with other humans, he must have a human angle. But a machine, will it have a human angle? I don't think so. I don't think so. So this is also about to come. Okay. uh, and I don't know, I can't say that human advocates will be replaced by robot advocates, but what if they'll start taking our seats? Yes, robo works on data. If the data is biased, the result will be opposite. Yes, friend, this is happening. This is happening in that predictive analysis of judgments, that we can predict, but whether the prediction is 100% or not. So, what about that robo advocates where data has been given or feeded wrong? You are absolutely right. That is why I'm saying that they may not be able to take a human advocate's position, because advocacy is full of, you know, arguments, diplomacy, manipulation, rightful argument, human angle, everything has to be there. But with robot advocates, it will not come. All these, aspects making an advocate a good advocate, it will not be. What if the question court is asking the data is not with robot advocate and that robot cannot think? The thinking quotient is missing. Robot will not be able to answer, but human advocate will be able to answer because we can think, analyze, and answer. So that is also the challenge, which is coming. The next one is, this is the my favorite picture, where we have seen in COVID time what not and what could happen in online hearing. This is a new age of access to justice where everybody is on a screen. Even today you and me is on a screen, and the judge is uh, just on a click is sustaining or overrule. So that is the access to justice. This is the picture of access to justice where technology is being used. But what will happen to those, senior advocates and senior judges, those who are not technology friendly people, those who are even, must not use, I'm very, very strong in using the word. They may not have used the, internet or system in their life. They have also been forced to use it. So that is the beauty of new age access to justice. Online dispute resolution, I'm sure Akash must have taken this ODR's mechanism. Now you are sitting at your home and you can all, you cannot only resolve your domestic issues but also your international disputes through ODR mechanism. So that is another beauty of technology, where you also sitting on your particular respective place, your opponent also, your mediator also, and you are solving a dispute online. What are the adverse effects? The first one is availability of internet access in low income community. Friends, we as US has made this as a right. Just 1 second, please. Thank you. But right to internet, or access to internet in India, it is it discussed in Anuradha Basin, but it is not available everywhere. What I just have told you in the very beginning of my lecture, that it is raining, it may be possible that there will be, there will be a problem with my electricity. So what if there will be a problem of my electricity? Wi-Fi will be shut down, Wi-Fi will be shut down, and then it will be zero. So that is the first problem. Even if you have everything, but you are so dependent. But what about the low income community people, those who don't have access to internet? What will happen to them? That is the first question. Second question is, web content and interfaces do not conform to those with limited literacy and language skills. Everything is available in two languages, mostly two languages, Hindi and English. But what will happen to the local language people? Every information is not available to them in their, language. So that is again one of the problem for the people. The next one is lack of convenient access to internet locations. Uh, we have seen the internet providers are advertising that internet is in every extreme corner. But is it? It is not right. So every corner does not have access to internet. So that is another problem. The next is lack of outreach and personal assistance. Lack of outreach and personal assistance is another problem, where who will tell the last person that this is right and this is wrong? The next one is fundamental right to access to justice, that is TBOR. uh, it is infringing even people's right to access to justice. I don't want to tell others that this has happened in my case, but because of technology, every other person is having the knowledge that this is happening in my case. So it is also an adverse effect that I may getting, but why others are getting? Others will also get, because this is the age of technology. How to eliminate the excess barriers? The first one is evolution, the second one is strategic relationship, and the third one is refocus on financial opportunities. So quickly, I'll take this, friends. The first one is fulfill its overall mission to ensure judicial access. In the phase 2 by the Department of Justice, they're working on it, that they will be ensuring the judicial access in every case. The second was a client community awareness of available legal resources. You and me may be knowing that these are the resources which are available, but everybody may not. So that kind of even awareness we have to give it to people, that they are having these legal resources available. Then examine the reasons for non-usage. We have to even examine that why it is not being used by people, to remove the access barriers. Then only in the real sense we can have the access to justice in technological world. The second one is strategic relationship. We have to pool the resources, my friend. Without pooling the resources, without sharing the burdens, we may not be able to provide this access to justice. Share in computer lab expenses and labor. uh, we are relying that everybody must be having a smartphone, everybody must be having internet, everybody must be having all the resources. But it is not right. It is not there that everybody will have, and then we will not be, uh, uh, spending on the pool, on the resources. We have to. Then the bookmarks legal website on computers. to give the people access, those who are not using, even in court we have to bookmark the legal websites on computers so that they will be able to easily use it. Hardly, there are legal luminaries who are reading the articles, who are getting updated, so they have to get it updated. Then the refocus financial resources, TOP and TIG, these are the two things which I have mentioned here. Technology opportunity programs has to come. It's not only what are the opportunities, but also to tell them that what can be the threat, what can be the challenges, and how they can be saved themselves. Then technology initiative grants, there has to be some initiative where the grant will be given to the small advocates, to people, so that they can help and they can get access to justice. This is my favorite quote, which I want to give it to you all at the end. Imagine what will happen if everyone is included. Imagine. And imagine what will happen if everyone has access to justice. Imagine what will happen if the quality of justice gets better and better. You must have seen the best example of 2019 Consumer Protection Act. When everybody is included, the quality of products been increased day by day. If in access to justice everybody will be included, the quality of justice will be better and better every day. With this, I want to thank each one of you being so patient with me. I'm open to your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this informative session. If the participants have any question, they can put it in the chat box itself. Participants can raise their hands and we can unmute.
They are so good participants. I think they don't have any questions. So it's good, no problem.
I think we can wait for a minute. Sometimes the
No
internet is
problem.
slow.
I'm all yours. I'm all here.
Participant named MD Rahmat Raza was trying to ask something. Should I unmute?
Ah, sure. You can unmute.
I think he wants to ask, ma'am, do you think that in near future everything will go on internet about justice? Yes. I don't think, I believe in next, 5 to 7 years, not even 10 years, my friend. In next 5 to 7 years, everything about justice will come on internet, and uh, there will be two results of it. The first would be there will be mockery, there will be hue and cry, people will be dissatisfied, because in justice one people loses and one people win. We for us advocates or the legal academicians, it is justice, okay? One party
Ma'am,
will get the justice and the other party will get the um, punishment, fine or conviction. But the party who will lose, but for sure they will not like it, and when we don't like it we start criticizing it. And in criticism, in the era of social media, it's very very difficult, because people will criticize everything. So this is about to come, even court and the justice is yet not been criticized so much, but the time will come, people will do it. I
ma'am,
think
ma'am,
yes.
I think when we will be completely on internet about justice, then don't you think that it will create monopoly? Those who will control all the internet system, like as you have said earlier, Wi-Fi,
Hmm.
electricity, then he will lead the society as per his convenience. Huh. I
See,
think it. Hmm. Okay, ma'am.
Rehmat, first of all, there are different players, okay, in those who are having control, as you said, over electricity or Wi-Fi or the platform, the intermediaries. So the different players, if we'll come together and then we'll do it, yes, there will be monopoly, okay. But even the interference of government is equally important here. So it will not be like this. At least control over internet, control over information. Yes, even in today's world, we have seen that there are meme creators, there are content creators who wants to make a person in one day and who wants to ruin a person's image in another day. So this is happening even today. But when you have said that about the justice that will go on internet, what will happen with the justice? So my answer is to you that there may be problems with the satisfaction or dissatisfaction of people with that particular justice, because कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना, and when they will openly saying on internet, god knows what will happen. uh Dr. Pranja Pramita Panda wants to ask, ma'am, what we need to do to join in Pro Bono Club. Uh, Ma'am, you just need to, apply to Department of Justice, then they'll select you, and then you will become the member of the Pro Bono Club. You have to give a letter of intent to them. Satyam Sharma wants to ask, ma'am, we use technology, if we use technologies used criminal proceedings, then the concept of motive and intention will suffer. But for sure, not only concept of motive and intention will suffer, even the aggravating and mitigating factors will go. That is the problem. Then he wants to continue. Okay, the same question. Advocate Mijanul Kabir wants to ask, sorry if I'm not pronouncing it properly. After the session, everything is okay. He's just want to give a compliment. Okay. Satyam, I want to just add one more line. If the criminal proceedings will come, camera trial is different and online proceeding is different, okay. When online proceedings will come into picture, even there will be force. If you remember, we have only seen in in movie, that movie Rustam, where there was a jury and the jury was locked in a hotel. Even they were not let to read newspaper and watch TV. Why? So that they will not make any kind of biasness towards it. But when there is a media trial, don't you think so that judges will judge or judges will make their opinion? They will make their opinion, there will be biases. So that was also come into picture. Even the kind of not secrecy, but a kind of respect towards the court and the proceeding will also go out. So that will also have a problem. But yes, one thing will maybe rightfully done, that is the corruption, that because it will be transparent. So but obvious, the people who are corrupt and they wants to delay in the justice, it may be possible that that will not happen when the proceedings will be there available online. So yes, use, misuse, or good or bad, everything will have a balance. So I think I was able to answer your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for addressing all the queries. Now I welcome Dr. Shweta Mohan, faculty co-convener of CLAP, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Uh, a heartfelt thank to you, Dr. Navitka Singh Nautiyal, for being with us today It was our privilege, ma'am, for having you as a speaker and shedding light on such an important aspect of role of technology in access to justice. Ma'am, right from the registration of FIR to the soft copy of judgment, the role of technology is increasing than ever before in the domain of access to justice. I especially like that part wherein you explained that about the internet self-help sites, right? Thank you making the audience aware about the importance of Nyay Bandhu scheme. It is a matter of great pride that we, the club, have already availed for this pro bono club scheme. Also, ma'am, the key details that you have shared regarding it, along with these practical challenges that you have explained, will surely benefit the student as well as the different stakeholders who are participating in this program. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kalpesh sir, Shweta ma'am, Kaushik sir, and the team. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, everyone. With this, we conclude the session. Until we meet again tomorrow, thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Shreya.